Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Bran's Tale. This is Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And, well, we're starting off on this little menu here because, well, it's October now, and so we have a spooky menu update. Very cool, devs. Excellent job. We're going to go ahead and load on into Bran, though. I will see you in a moment. And here we are with our boy Bran. And, well, we are still in this little last man on Earth shelter. Yeah, not too bad of a place. Now, some of you did mention in the comments that there is a chance that there might be a false wall around here somewhere. Potentially. I don't know how we would detect. There we go. So similar to how Bran's, where Bran has started off before, he's seen, we've seen, it's a canning pod, sorry, I just got distracted by a canning pod. We've seen hidden passages and stuff like that before, and, damn it, no, you were meant to be there. Well, that's unfortunate, but if there is something, it will probably look like that. A bit of spacing behind the wall that we just can't see. So let's have a look around the rest of the place here. I don't think there's anywhere like that exactly. I mean, we've got the equipment room here as well. Only thing that I can think of is maybe something down here, and I don't know whether or not we can... Yeah, we can't grab the central air filter, and we cannot grab the water purifier. So we can grab the utility shelf and move that out the way, but that's really about that. And I don't think... Yeah, any of these walls we can really interact with. At least I don't think we can. Who knows? I certainly don't. But even so, this place is somewhere that we might be able to just rest up for a little while before we head on our way. But really, we don't have too much of a reason to stay here, other than maybe trying to take the place apart and trying to get a little bit of energy just from consuming some of the goods that are here. What I would probably want to do is take apart these bookshelves. Let's see if we can deconstruct. It is too dark. Of course it's too dark. We all know that. But let's see. We don't have our lamp with us. That's okay. That's fine. I won't complain. But if we go ahead and turn on our lamp, that's going to be a very low drain for us. So I think we are going to be able to get away with doing a little bit of deconstruction here, just taking some of these things apart. We are very hungry now, which, well, this isn't going to help with our hunger, but we are going to be able to consume some of these goods that are around us here. Actually, we get quite a bit from the books. We already have those books, so yeah, we are going to go ahead and eat all of those planks on the floor, though. We can see that from every one, we get a nice little intake of energy, so we are going to do the same thing pretty much to all of these bookcases here, just so that we can actually get a little bit of goodness back in us. Deconstruct, fantastic, and we're going to go ahead and just start eating all of those there. We can probably go ahead and eat pitching a tent. No issue with that. I am trying to be careful with what we eat. I'm watching what we eat. I'm careful about our diet here. But no, really, I'm just trying to make sure that we don't accidentally eat some of our own things. Wow, the wood panel gives us a lot. That's a lot of energy. Fantastic. So wood panels, yeah, really good source of energy. I like it. I like it a lot. Which means that we might actually get some wooden panels from the table. Let's see. Yes, indeed we do. And we get 4 planks from each. So it looks like the table might be a more efficient way for us to gather energy in the future. But, well, we can see how quickly we have been able to get back up to, yeah, goodness. Those panels. And we're back up on full, just like that. So we are going to have to eat once we get back up onto the surface. But, yeah, last man on Earth shelter. Here it is. This is what we're looking at. We've got disinfectant in one, clean water in another. I might try and see... So we're very hungry at this stage. Thank you to those of you who have explained to me how the hunger system has been, how it's been working at the moment. I don't know where we can see. Yeah, our weight is normal at the moment, so we aren't overweight, we're not underweight at this point, but yeah, we have to be careful that we don't eat too much. Really, what we want to start looking for is high-calorie foods. But also at the same time, this is where it gets tough, is like, I kind of need to watch our calorie intake. I'm not good at that in real life, so I don't think I'm going to be very good at it in game as well. We'll see though, who knows, who knows. Looks like it is getting on towards the evening here. You know what, free food, why not? Let's go ahead and harvest some of these apples. It's an oak tree, we got a beech tree here, and a pear tree. Okay, let's go ahead and eat some of that goodness. Eating up those, and before we forget, let's turn off both that and that. Oh yeah, it's completely dark out. I think it's probably more because of the, yeah, maybe the sun is setting earlier, but it's also because it's rainy. So we're gonna have a lot less light. Okay, so calories from these pretty freaking small. Okay, and now we're full. So we want to try and balance, because our fullness is our stomach, so we can fill ourselves up on water as well if we want. Not that that's something we would do, but yeah. So we got options. We got options right now. I'm tempted to just continue driving around the outskirts of this area here. Probably better to do it during the day. We can explore more that way. The other option is just to go wandering through the forest, and that's not a super good idea, really. I'm tempted maybe just to go back towards our vehicle for now, to see if we can make some other food, and you know what, we are going to have to leave those artifacts behind, because I'm just afraid that they're going to cause too many issues for us in the long run. And I can see Bran feeling, you know, similar. You know, walnuts. Yeah, he's definitely intrigued by them, but at the same time, they kind of lost all, you know, kind of property that they had to them before. So he doesn't really have a whole heap of, you know, good reason to hold on to it. Let's see. Where is our... I actually don't know where our atomic lamp has gone. That's perfectly fine. We can just very easily flick this thing on. Reason I'm wanting to do that is so that we can read a complete guide to pitching, just so that we know that we have that book now. And I believe all of our books are stored just to the north of us here, or at least they should be. We're looking on the grass. Maybe not. I could be completely wrong. Actually, yeah, I'm not 100% as to where. They must be close. They'd have to be, for us to be able to access them while making stuff and things. Yeah. Actually, don't see where we're storing those at the moment. We have a little bit of space in here. It is accessible enough. So I think we're going to be able to get away with just chucking that in there for now. The diamond, let's see. We could go put you... This is mostly tools. Looks like this is kind of an everything box down here. We're going to have a few of those, as you might imagine. We've got some batteries, you know, not a lot of charge in them at the moment. I'm not 100% sure how I will be able to charge that back up right now. We don't need to have our tailor's kit on us, because I think we're actually... Well, no, the duffel bag is nearly completely gone. I'm tempted to get us a bag that's actually going to be usable all the time. I usually try to go for too much volume, like way more than we actually end up needing, so it might be better for us to look at something that's going to last long term and, you know, isn't going to encumber us too much. Although, to do that, we are probably going to need a little bit more equipment. Usually, so the Survivor Rucksack is what we were using before, and I feel like that's probably one of the best, you know, the best ones we could possibly get. But I wouldn't mind going for something like the Runner's Pack, maybe. The volume that we can carry with that... I'm actually not sure. I can't remember now whether or not... Oh, that's not even what... we weren't even looking at the right thing here. Yes, storage, 8 liters. So it's pretty small. It's pretty small, but it doesn't encumber us nearly at all. We are going to need a few extra bits and pieces though. Leather pouches or purses. Yeah. The rags, that's easy enough for us to find. And we can make these other things easily enough. 2 fanny packs or 2 leather pouches. We can see that we have leather pouches here, or rather the ability to make them, and we can make 2. So, you know what, let's go ahead and do that for now. We are going to dispose of this, putting it in our inventory to do a little bit of work. And then we're just going to have to try and find some rags, either by tearing up some of our existing clothing or, yeah, doing something of the sorts. Now, I'm pretty sure most of our clothing is going to be up and around this region here. So let's just have a quick look. I think it's pretty much all in here. Yeah, and really not looking at much that we can get rags from. So best thing for us to do there, just have a quick run back down into the Last Man on Earth shelter, as we know that we're going to be able to find some sheets and other things down there. So we're just going to start easing our way over in that direction. Nearly there. Just got a few trees that we need to maneuver our way around. Up we go. Come on, Bran. And there we are. Back inside here for now. So we are probably going to stay the night here. I can't remember the last time that we slept, but we're probably going to need to, just to give us that visibility during the day. And there we go. We've got stuff here. Fantastic. So we're going to go grab the downfilled blanket, and I'm pretty sure that we should be able to get something from tearing that into pieces. Actually, you know what? I think we need to butcher it. Yes, that is my bad. Let's go ahead and put that downfilled blanket back down, and we are going to cut it up. 14 rags. Brilliant. We should probably do the same thing here as well. We'll go cut up everything. Got 14 rags out of that. Brilliant. So, just sitting here nice and comfortable on the bed, we should be able to make ourselves a survivor runner's pack. However, we are missing some other bits and pieces, which we actually had up in our vehicle. So, yeah, sure. We'll just go ahead and take the rags back for now. And I am going to miss the capacity that we have from a duffel bag. I know I will. I'm 100% sure that I will. But I just need to get a little bit more disciplined when it comes to, dealing with carrying things. Because really, we don't need all that much now. Generally, I'm almost always going to want to try and pick up everything that we find on runs, but we're looking for very specific things as Bran now, so more often than not, we'll just be hauling things. Okay, let's try this again. Right, we are just missing out on some leather patches. You know why we're missing out on them? Because we made, god damn it, we made ourselves those leather pouches, and those leather pouches, well, shock horror, they're made of leather. So we need 8 leather patches, or 3, I think 3 leather no. 2 tan hides, or 8 leather patches of 3. I don't know what that means. Okay, maybe not the end of the world. Maybe not the end of the world, because, well... Do we have any leather here? Probably not, no. So the best way for us to get leather is by taking vehicles apart. And we're still pretty close to town, so I think we're going to be able to get away with heading in that direction. So let's just get that night vision back on and rock on over. Find ourselves a vehicle. And, well, we've found ourselves some enemies who we'll quickly dispose of. Okay, you actually did get a bite on us there. Not half bad. Yeah, so we're quite encumbered at the moment. We're going to have issues with getting things. Are we going to be able to remove a seat without a whole heap of light? Too dark to see what we're doing. I thought that might be the case. Well, hopefully it's not going to take us too long to do it, because 15 minutes. What? Yeah. Of course, we're going to attract everything from around us. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to pull everything we can. Is that vehicle still running? Maybe if we jump inside the vehicle. No, our light's still spilling out. 100% battery, very nice. But yeah, see if we can remove the seat. And zombie child is dangerously close. Stop interacting. No. Ideally, if it starts attacking us, we'll stop. Really pushing things here, aren't we? No. I mean, I don't know how much longer. Okay, dangerously close. Fine. Fine. I see you. Ideally, we would just carry on from where we were. It doesn't always do that, though. I know that it used to do that. Heard thump, stop interacting. No. Dangerously close. Okay, fine. Now, many of these zombie folks that are rocking around us now, they probably do have some leather goods on them. That is our part 2. Let's go ahead and just start cutting up everything, see if we're able to find any leather patches. Now, those leather patches we are going to have to clean, and because I'm cutting them up this way, we're going to have to clean them individually. Fun times. So let's see, that's just some more rags there, and do you have anything on you at all? You actually have a fair amount. Let's see, cut up everything. Some plastic chunks there, and quite a few leather patches, so I feel like we're doing okay on the leather patch front now. Ah dear, there we go. So we should have enough to be able to create what we need to, I think. Let's go turn on night vision, row more back towards home. There we go. Alright, night vision is off, so let's see, we need our washboard. So select our inventory, we're going to do an all-around search for washboard, select it, and let's get a washing. Activate 12 leather patches, and we are going to use our regular water to be able to do that, and we wash our items. There we go, we should have what we need. I hope so, otherwise I've screwed this up somehow. No, we have what we need. It's going to take 1 hour and 10 minutes for us to create this thing. We're going to use the thread that is nearby, as well as the duct tape on our person, which we probably don't need to have on our person. And we are creating it, and thankfully we can actually see a percentage up the top there ticking away, and we have ourselves a survivor runner pack. Let's go ahead and wear the survivor runner pack, and I wonder if it might be worth us reinforcing that a little bit further if we can. So we still have our tailor's kit, so we'll just go for a basic, activating our suit there. Not exactly what we want. Let's go see if we can repair. And we want to go to the runner's pack, thank you. And we should be able to do this. Repeat until reinforced. We will use just one of the rags on our person. Fantastic. We can also modify it to do, kind of different things with the tailor's kit. We'll just see what our options are. Going down to here, so we can pad it with leather, or we can pad it with Kevlar. So it's going to take it up to 4. And the encumbrance will go up to 3. Which, I don't think we want. Because right now, what are we looking at encumbrance-wise? Actually, no, encumbrance is still 3. So we might be able to get away with doing that, I think. Unless there's some kind of hidden thing that I'm missing up on there. We don't want to wash anything. We just want to use our tailor's kit. Modify the survivor's running pack. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be the same with either or. Not actually noticing any difference. Let's go for leather. We'll keep it consistent. And we will use the leather on us. Excellent. Did it give it another 6? It took it up to 5, which, that's okay. And the encumbrance actually does go up a little bit higher once it's actually full. But all in all, I think that's okay. I think that's all right. The next question is, can we actually carry everything that we're carrying right now? Our canteen is currently not filled with water, so we're going to go ahead, have a drink. At least we're tired. That's actually a good thing for us. Fill up one of those. Cannot hold any more clean water. That's fine. and it's nice and cold. Delicious. We got some pears for when we wake up in the morning, and the rest of the stuff that we have on us, we just need to go ahead and just drop into any of the containers that will take it from us. So the washboard, you can go back with the rest of the tools. The rubber hose, it's pretty low volume. We don't need to have it on us always though, so I think we can get away with dropping it back in here. However, jumper cable, actually, you know what? No, we're going to drop you off as well. Locksmith kit we will keep though. And the optical cloak, you can go live back over there. Antiseptic, I think it's good for us to have, just because, well, we have been getting ourselves into a spot of trouble more often than not. And yeah, just looking for where we have a little bit more availability for space. We're just going to drop the rest of this goodness off in there. Move all of those across. Let it do its saving thing. Okay, I think volume-wise we should be okay here. So let's go drop the duffel bag over here. Okay, how are we looking? We still have, you know, around about 10 liters of volume, and well, we have our sword in there as well, so I feel like the runner's pack is actually working out pretty good for us. It's not going to encumber us while we're fighting. It's good. It's good news for us, and I think all of that goes down even further once we actually, power on our suit. Brilliant. Which we will be doing a little bit more often when it comes to fighting. Okay, so do we want to sleep downstairs or up here? I mean, it'd be nice to sleep in a bed, but I think Bran's kind of gotten used to wanting to be on the, you know, or at least have the possibility to be on the move. So we are going to go ahead and we're just going to sleep throughout the night and awake in the morning. Okay, I feel like that was a pretty good sleep for us. It is 5:30 thereabouts. We're going to start our day by having some delicious pears. Okay, still a little peckish. We are slaked, however, so that's good. We are going to see what food we can make that's going to be a little bit more rich in calories for us. So yeah, we get a fair amount from lard and tallow, just as it is. Yeah, the rehydrated meat and fish, I don't know if we really need to work on any of that right now. Honestly, I just like making soups. I don't know why, because it's a very easy thing for us to make, so I think that's why I end up going back to broth so often. Obviously, we can see that the calories we get from it, it's not massive. We can make some vegetarian baked beans, using a can of beans, some dandelions, and a few other bits and pieces. We get just one portion from that though, so yeah. Generally, I find getting multiple portions is nice. The roasted almonds, that's also kind of good. And we could make some cornbread. You know what, that might give us a little bit more variety. We can actually look at brewing some brandies. I'll be on board with that. Let's go ahead and spend 30 minutes. We're going to make 2 things of cornbread. Actually, I am a big fan of cornbread, and I don't have it anywhere near enough as I should. Absolutely delicious. We have some nice hot cornbread there. Let's see if that's expanded our horizons in terms of what we can have. We can have a meat sandwich. Very nice. We could even have a sloppy joe. Looks like we are going to get 1 portion. Enjoyability is higher. 2 portions out of this. I feel like the meat sandwich is going to be a little bit better value for us in terms of time. Let's go make 5 meat sandwiches. Excellent. And you know what? We could probably just eat one of those fresh meat sandwiches now. We've got 9 of them still in there, and we've gone back to peckish at this point. So peckish, I think we're just going to leave as is and store those in our inventory. Right, so it's the morning, and the sun is kind of on its way up at this point. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go wait, and we're going to wait until daylight, 37 minutes. That's fine. Just get nice and comfy, and boom. Daylight. And it's kind of good news for us as well. It's clear out as well, so it's going to be even easier for us to see what's going on around us. So my plan, my idea is for us to roam up in that direction there. We do need to make sure, however, that we have binoculars in our inventory. We're going to let go of those controls just for now. And I'm going to see if I can discover why we don't have binoculars on us right now. Easiest thing for us to do is an all-around search, having our inventory over on that side there, and we're just going to search for binoculars. Pair of binoculars. Excellent. So we'll grab them, and as long as we have them in our inventory, they should be working unless something has changed. Yep, wearing this item or carrying it in your inventory will double the distance around us that we can see. Brilliant. Okay, let's start driving. We take control of the Bran van, and we are going to go ahead and turn on the camera system. So we should be able to see around us. Can't see all that well yet, but we will be able to soon. Or are those damaged again? No, I don't think they are. It might just still be that it's early. Possibly. We haven't quite figured that out yet, right? Because last time it was looking a bit like this. I think it might just be down. Yeah, it does say it's bright out. Yeah, I think the sun is just still a little low at this point. It's a little concerning. I think it's just a forest fire though, or a little bit of fire. I don't like driving at this time of day, really much at all. Purely just because I feel like it's very easy for us to run into a minefield. We've got some more burnt, destroyed terrain here. Trying to avoid some bushes where we can. Okay, not seeing anything else deeper in the woods at this point. And still not much in the way of sight, but I think that is changing. I can see what we can see out the front slowly starting to extend. So I think that these cameras they're obviously not as good as the human eye would kind of appear. We might stick our head a little bit more towards the left just to see what's going on at the end of that road. Having a look for our binoculars, we can see a wooded trail, I think. Yeah, by Manchester. Okay. Hello, zombie. Around we go. Come on, light. I would love to have a bit more of you. If you'd be so kind. Looks like the forest here is just going to wrap right around. Which, you know, that's okay. Oh, right. No, I'm wrong. But we do have quite an open area around here. Quite. We saw something interesting for a second then. I saw it flash up on our screen. Could have been a bio-operator, potentially. Did seem to be a special creature of some kind, as its text was flashing. Alright, gonna go and speed back up again, and I'd like to get a little bit closer towards the woods, just so that we can reveal more of it. Yeah, it's gonna wrap all the way back up towards the top. So it's kind of like this impenetrable wall, which is going to stop us from traveling along towards the east, along this line. Alright, I guess we're going to be going up towards Harrisville, just speeding along, avoiding bushes and trouble where we can. And hello, you know what? I think you might be worth killing. I think you are. Because, you know, there's a chance that we could find something nice in here. I don't know if running over them lowers the chance of us finding something good. Not sure. Let's go ahead and just let go of the controls for now. We have enough battery in there for that to work. I mean, the sun is definitely well and truly up, but I guess we're still not seeing too far. Let's see, is that extending out further? Step into the thin smoke? No. So that's coming from our exhaust. Ah, yeah, so the sun is definitely still rising at this point. Okay, you, shocker, we are going to go ahead and dissect you. It's going to take 42 minutes for us to do that. Zombie's dangerously close. I guess we'll have to. Maybe I should have just left my turret on. Don't think that moose is going to bother us, so we should be able to go back. And that was cut up everything. Shocker, zombie. dissect. Come on. Stamina's going down. And any moment now. It's a long one. Okay, faulty alarm system. So really, nothing that we're going to be able to make do with, and I don't think we can really do much with the CBMs still yet. We still can't dismember them, dismantle them, and I don't think we can build new ones yet. Although things are always changing, so you never know. Jump back into our vehicle, and yes, we can see a lot better now that it's 8 o'clock. Oh, hello, cave. No, incomplete cabin. An incomplete cabin in the woods. Let's see what awaits us. And I'm going to try and stick to the side. And we'll probably go and stop just over in this direction here. Okay, let's check on the vehicle real quick, see how we're doing. Battery's good. Could do with making a little bit more clean water. We'll just check and see the front. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. No damage. Excellent. So, let's go ahead and just turn off the camera. We'll leave the freezer on, obviously. We'll go ahead and stop driving. Close up that. And we'll head out and towards this cabin. We've got a decayed pouncer around here somewhere. Okay, how incomplete is this cabin? It's pretty incomplete. We've got quite a few full-on tree trunks down there. Some logs, and the remains of a little campfire. Where I'm guessing they were working on this. Take down the tent. Do we need to have a tent? No, we've got a vehicle. Well, we have cheese spread, and we have some pickled meats. Delicious. Okay. Take that back down towards our vehicle. And jump on up inside. Okay, where do we want you to go, foodstuffs? You could just go into the fridge for now. There we go. Away with you. And let's get driving once again. Turning on that camera system. So, from here... Anything else on this side? No. So I think what we're going to end up doing is just driving right across towards Thomaston. We're not seeing any special structures on the outskirts of town, so we'll kind of try and go up this way and maybe try and cross over towards Abbott and then start traveling north, depending on what we're looking at here. If it's fields or if it's forest, we'll find out in a moment. Hello, moose. That's not a moose, that's a bush. That's a moose. Okay, onwards we go. And great, we've got a giant ant. So there's an anthill around here somewhere. We'll try to avoid antagonizing them if we can. Antagonizing them. Ideally. It looks like the zombies have already started doing that though, so we can only keep that up for so long. And it looks like they are already hostile towards us. So, you know what? That's fine. We'll just go ahead and right on straight through them, and there we go. We have ourselves an anthill, and this might be a chance for us to get a whole heap of food. That gun store is half tempting as well, so let's head off in the direction of the anthill. Looks like there's a lot of larvae around on the ground. Just double checking that's just a regular boulder over here, not something strange. Yes, it is just a small boulder. Okay, hello Migo. Fancy seeing you here. I guess there's some bodies on the ground. Do we have anything interesting? Doesn't look like it. Some growler. They were just jogging. And there is our meat hill. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the vehicle right about here. Our ant is in the vehicle with us. That's not great. Turn off the camera system. Let's make sure that we stop driving. Activate that suit of ours, and let's go to work. Hello, friends. Acidic soldier ant. Ooh, okay, that's new and fun. We got some friends here. We got some friends. So let's just keep an eye on our combat armor. I think what we're probably going to end up doing is just like turning it on and off. catch our breath a little bit here, and let's go ahead and take a shot at that acidic soldier ant over there. Take a precise shot. Another. There we go. Get that armor back on. Got ourselves a giant blob over here. Okay. Oh wow. There's a bit of a fight going on here, and there's a zombie necromancer. The zombie necromancer definitely needs to die. So, looking at that, what do we think we're going to do? Well, I can tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and activate that harness of ours. We're going to store our sword in our inventory. We're going to go over here. We are going to turn on our integrated... No, where is it? It's to link up, yeah, internal unified power system. We're going to go ahead and fire up right in this direction here. Probably right at that zombie. And our fusion blaster rifle fires out towards them. Go ahead and fire yet another in that direction there. I'd say that's probably good enough at this point. We're going to go ahead and activate... No, don't need to activate our armor. Just our survivor harness, placing that back away. And wield our sword, and let's see if we can shoot the necromancer from here. I think we might just be out of range? No. Ooh. Ignore. Okay, we can hit him from here. Yep, 12. We just keep on hitting this ant now. Alright, that fire's starting to spread a fair amount. Necromancer for 11. Okay, Necromancer is dead. Let's just finish up the others here. Activate, and I think it's a little bit hot here. So let's back away from the plasma fire. Activate our armor again. I think we're okay for the moment. Alright, getting a little bit out of breath. More than I would like. There's quite a few ants around here. Let's not get antsy, huh? Ideally, that fire won't spread too far because, well, all these bodies here, we want to go ahead and butcher them. We are going to need a proper butchering kind of setup for that, though, so we're going to have to think about that. Let's turn off that control system and see if we can get away with waiting here for a little bit. Catch that breath of ours. And the fire has been extinguished by the rain. Very nice. Just go finish off the ants that are in the area here that might cause us some grief. You're gonna run away from me now. Very interesting. Okay. So, I think we want to make our way down and into here before we try anything else. We have pretty good acid protection with the armor that we have on at the moment. At least I'm reasonably sure we do. Let's have a quick look here. Environmental protection is 15, acid is 8. Yeah, it's pretty good. So let's go not stand in this. It's enough so that we don't seem to be taking much in the way of damage from just standing on it. And we are going to go down, but I am going to quick save before we do, just in case there is any stair antics. As, well, these things can happen. We have over here a sulfurous anthill. Well, that's great. We've got an anthill and a sulfurous anthill. That sounds like it's going to be a whole heap of fun. And I imagine maybe that's where the acidic ants are coming from. And I don't know whether or not, maybe, are they allied? Because we've got a lot of dead ants here. And I'm thinking maybe that these acidic ants are a little bit of a problem for these regular ants. It seems to be the case because we've got a whole heap of dead regular ants here. Ant larvae corpse. Okay, a lot of volume to that. What happens if I was to try and butcher that? What if I did a quick butchery? I'm just intrigued. A lot of refuse. Okay, we've got chitin. We got some sinew from that as well, even. Okay, I do realize now that, oh, a piercing whale. Ignore the piercing whale. We still have our flashlight on, so let's just go to our night vision, because that's going to work out a little bit better for us, because, well, they're going to have a harder time seeing us. Yeah, I mean, the sulfurous ants are definitely winning out here. Definitely. Lots of ant larvae corpses. So I'm not as concerned with the ant meat that's down here. I'm more intrigued to see if there's anything interesting waiting for us at the bottom of this place. Because ants have a habit of gathering things from the surrounding area, and they might have picked up a thing or two. Dangerously close, stop trying to catch our breath. Yes, we don't want to be standing in acid while waiting. And we'll just go ahead and blast that one over there. Okay, and we should be able to get away with a bit of a wait. As we continue on throughout this space, we have ourselves a pair. Yeah, so that's another thing that ants do, obviously, is they roam around the countryside and they pick up food. Good on them. Down with you. Another reason I'm not so concerned with Bran's weight is that he expends quite a bit of energy every single day. I mean, most of the time we are fighting a whole heap of creatures. Today, we're fighting a whole heap of ants. We can see that they are definitely fighting each other. It is confirmed. These are rival squads. I think like this would be the perfect time to do a collaboration integration with Cataclysm, who are doing their series on wars between ants. It is actually a really interesting series. If you've never watched Cataclysm before, I'm probably not even pronouncing it right as well. They make really interesting informational animations. And at the moment, they have an ongoing series about the war that's happening across our planet every day between different colonies of ants. I believe there's 2 episodes out in that series now. I think so. And I think that's another larvae. Oh, wow, that's meaty. Yikes. There's bits from that everywhere. So somewhere down here there should be a queen as well, but I'm kind of guessing that the sulfurous boys here have gone and killed her already. I'm not noticing damage to our armor, which is great, because it's protecting our feet from getting burnt by the acid here. I am just surprised how many of the sulfurous boys are down here in the regular anthill. I'm guessing it's maybe because these 2 anthills actually connect, which if that's the case, it's pretty cool, and I imagine it's kind of rare for old Cataclysm here. Alright, we actually do need to catch our breath. Alright, ignore, as long as it's not, yeah, as soon as it starts attacking us, that's when we want to stop waiting. There we go. Very nice. Are they fully dissolving? No, there is still something of them left, and damn, there's actually quite a bit of them here. Let's go ahead and activate. Yikes. Okay, deactivate our suit. Where do we want to go to from here? That is the question. This is really quite large. Actually much larger than I thought it was going to be. Activate their armor again. Make it a bit easier for us to maneuver. Here we go. Okay, it's wait time again. Turn off the armor. Dangerously close. Ignore. And we were attacked. Wait again, please. And I thought that one was tracking us. Let's continue on towards the north still. It's non-stop with these damn guys. Yep. At least we're pretty good with our Zweihander. We could also light it on fire, although I don't think we need to. I did remember then that our suit was turned on. Good thing I did. Okay, we have spotted another ant. Took quite a few hits there. Hello, larvae. Now, I wonder if that was an acidic ant larvae. No, it's just yeah, it is. It is an acidic ant larvae. So, oh yeah, we're totally across where the sulfurous anthill is. So we're across both of these. They are linked together. That's really Really interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's carry on. We've got some, I think sewer rats. Okay. There we go. Jeez. I mean, I know anthills and the rest colonies can go on for quite a way, but this is a lot further than I thought. We'll have another meat sandwich. Okay, hey, we got ourselves something different. We got a gator. Oh, a dead gator at that. Wow, nice job. These things can kill. Yeah, this is taking us quite a way. I am trying to look to see if we can find a way down, as there usually are more than one level to each of these places. What's kind of crazy is just with the amount of enemies that we have here, this is a ridiculous amount of food for us. Especially now that we can freeze food, we probably... Ooh, okay, I just saw the SUV. I was a bit concerned for our vehicle, but I think our vehicle is okay. It's a lot further away than where we are now. Onwards we go. Let's activate. Finish that one off. I'm just kind of waiting for one of these tunnels to bloody reach an end. Hey, hello, Gator. Jeez, okay. How far can an anthill go? I guess we're gonna answer that question together. Pretty far. When I do start walking back down along the tunnels, I am going to skip out the areas that we actually have walked through, but I'm just going to keep on going north as far as I can to see if we can reach an end to one of these arms. Well, that's as far north as we can go. Oh, hello. This looks like this is kind of one of the food chambers. I think it is. Got some plant marrow. Yeah, okay. We've reached the chambers. Oh, hello, boy. Now, these things can be great. They can actually be a really good thing. If you need a whole heap of rocks, just let these things just chew through the rock. They are also really hard to kill because, well, I mean, not so much for Bran, but when we've fought this thing in the past, it heals. It heals every turn, and it's got us bleeding. God damn. Okay, safety mode turn off. Let's just activate. Yeah, so obviously that's a lot of meat on this thing as well. Okay, repair the nanobots. Do your thing. Stitch me back up, please. Fix that torso, and there we go. Lovely. Turn off our armor. We're in some moderate pain at the moment. And another chamber, this one empty. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, food storage. Looks like there was some food storage down there as well, and I'm thinking that was probably for the regular ants. Quite possibly. Let's see, more food storage. What is that on the ground there? Honey balls. A droplet of shaped ant food. I mean, it's not very enjoyable, but man, those calories. Yeah, sure. It doesn't seem to spoil as well. I mean, it is honey, so... Nice. Very freaking nice. Well, it's been an anti-day. Okay, yeah, that's the end of this line here. I think we're probably just going to stay a little bit zoomed out, just while I'm roaming on back. I think we're looking at another chamber here, maybe? Yes, we are. And we just got some cherries. There we go. Handful of cherries. Lovely. Okay, we have cleared that. So at this point, I'm going to be heading back down along this very, very long line, all the way back to our next point, which I think is probably going to be another food thing. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, we have made it down here, and looks like this is a birthing chamber. So do we have a queen? No, we just have a acidic soldier ant. Okay, well, yeah, that's a whole lot of dead larvae. And this is just the regular ant larvae. Although, I don't think we've seen sulfurous ant larvae. Maybe we have. My memory isn't great in a place like this where it's all just so similar. Alright, we definitely need to wait a while. Catch that breath of ours. Okay, this is continuing on off towards the side. What we're looking at here, I'm not sure. It's another food chamber. Oh, okay. Ah, interesting. It's a food chamber that links up with a sewer. And that's how we were getting all of those sewer creatures down here. I don't think any of them are going to come for us, so that's fine. Yeah, so I think this is a sewer here. I just kind of want to step on it just to see if we can... Yeah, there we go. I just want the first part of that map icon, just so that we can reference that in the future if we need to. We're in mild pain. Let's go ahead and eat something. We're going to keep the... Actually, you know what? We probably should be eating the meat sandwiches, because they are going to go off before some of the other things. Okay. Onwards we go. Where we'll stop? I have no idea. Because, yep. This is, gone on a lot further than I thought it was gonna. I mean, I wasn't expecting 2 anthills to be combined into 1. We might even be looking at more than just 2. This might be a lot more than just 2. Could be a giant super colony of some kind. Okay, it is rest time. Catch that breath of ours. Okay. Yeah. I can kind of predict what's going to happen now. Is that we will reach the end of today's episode. And I'm going to spend probably a very good few hours off camera collecting as many bodies as we can. And looking to, no, not save and quit. Looking to just try and collect it all and then try and process it. It's gonna be a mission, but we've just got so much good stuff here. It's very difficult for me to just pass it up because it's difficult or it's, you know, time consuming. No queen still. No queen, but many dead larvae. I will grab those ant eggs though because they seem to be super calorific. Ooh, okay, little secret chamber here. Don't mind if I do. Now I wonder if these are different, if they're called birthing chambers or if they're called something else. Is that an interactable spot? No, it's just some gooey scraps. Good. Nothing like a few gooey scraps. Yeah. Okay, yeah, these are called ant larvae chambers, and they do seem to kind of link together a fair amount. Okay. Out there, down and around. I don't know how and if these guys come back quickly. I feel like some of them have since we've been here. Maybe that's just my imagination. It looks like we just got some twigs down here. Heavy sticks, yeah. A little bit more than a twig. Okay, so it looks like we need to go straight down at this point. And I think we might just be looking at some more chambers. Maybe. I kind of hope so, because it's getting a bit excessive here. A bit much. Yep, whole heap of mess. Let's go that way first. You dead now? Good. Catch that breath of ours and ignore. It's doing its own thing. Kind of looked like they were trying to shoot each other then. Another food chamber. And this one actually does link up to where we were before. So at least we can confirm that. So we don't need to walk back down it. annihilate these things. We can pretty much just walk into them at this stage. Not have to worry about too much. Especially with the armor that we have on at the moment, it is going to keep us safe from all of that acidic nonsense. Is that going to link back up on the left? I think so. Keep on moving through. Well, this has certainly been a little bit more of a repetitive episode than I was hoping it to be. You never know what you're going to get in Cataclysm. You never know what you're going to get, and, well, this has just been one of those times where we have travelled underground and killed a whole heap of creatures. I don't know if this is helping with our melee skills at the moment. It looks like it still might be getting some of them up. Like our bashing weapons is going up slightly. There is a slight bit of bashing that we get from using our current sword. Alright, take you down. And just power through the rest as best we can. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I don't think we're going to encounter much else here. And really, I think at this point, my curiosity is sated. Like, this goes on forever. And I think Bran's curiosity is sated as well. I could, if I was just carrying on with my completionist mentality, check this entire place, like, go all the way along it. But the reality is we're not going to find anything super amazing that's going to make that worthwhile. The best thing that I can do right now is start to haul all of these bodies back together. Well, maybe not every single one of them, but a decent amount of them. Storing that in our inventory as we do. Collecting all these little bits and pieces. And yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I think they're coming back because... Stop moving items, yeah, sure. Actually, no, we haven't been down that way. That's why. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. So we drag all these bodies back, all the ones that we see along the way, and those will turn into something special. Spotted, stop moving items, ignore. We should be able to get away with ignoring it here. Ignore, it is dangerously close. Alright, fine, you want to start a fight. We will end you. Just like that. And everything that we have here is going to, yeah, it's definitely going to be enough for Bran. Because, I mean, how many bodies are we looking at now? Just, out of curiosity, a lot. And that's just the start. Oh no! Is that tainted meat? That's a tainted? I'm pretty sure there was tainted meat along here. Let's stop grabbing. The sulfuric ants might be, yeah, tainted. Shoot. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go for one of the giant acidic ants because they're the ones that we have the most of right now. We're going to need to see for a second. So let's do that. Not fire our laser. We're going to go ahead and just do a quick butchery. Okay. What do we get? Chunks of biosilified chitin. Okay. Lots of tainted meat. And lots of biosilific... I don't know what that is. A lump of exoskeleton that has undergone biosilification. It's acid resistant. Okay, so we could probably make... Yeah. Here we go. Biosilified chitin boots, gauntlets. So if we were coming up against a whole heap of acid and we didn't have this, it's kind of like, battling xenomorphs. You want to build armor out of the xenomorph so that you can kill them to a greater extent. So that's a bad thing. Now, if we go through to the acidic ant here, if we go quick butchery on you, I think the regular ant? I think this was the regular ant that I was doing. No, this was another giant acidic corpse. Okay, do we have regular ants here? No, I think these are all acidic ants. So we need to hope that once we do go back towards the regular ants, that they will be normal. So it's going to take a little bit of walking to get back towards that point. So yeah, this anthill really doesn't do anything for us at all. Yeah, you can find some food in it, but really it's pretty freaking minimal. So not worthwhile in my book. Those sewer rats, we don't have any idea how long they've been there for, so we're not going to worry about them. These are still acidic ants. Pretty sure that's another acidic larvae. Yeah, so we need to get back onto this line here. So unfortunately, the majority of the ants that we've killed are ants that we can't use. That's not cool. Now the other ants, I'm pretty sure their corpses do look quite different, so we should be able to identify them without too much trouble. I will want to confirm that. We've got a chitin error. I'm sure that's fine. Come on. No, it's still the same. Okay, these ones here. Alright, giant ant corpse. Let's go ahead and see what we get from you. I'm pretty sure we are going to get some chunks of meat. Yeah, so we can still see that we get 18 chunks of meat even though we're doing a quick butchery. That's without the table or anything. So yes, we could get more if we used a butchery table and everything like that, which, you know what, we still might be able to do. I'm not ruling that entirely. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and start hauling these bodies. They're the ones that we're after, the ones that have the goodness on them. Trying as best we can to avoid the others. Did we get any up here in the food room? Surely we did. Yes, we have you. And I don't know if those larvae... I mean, I think those larvae are regular. Yes, okay, they are. We'll go ahead and swoop them up at the same time then. Yeah. Oh, these are soldier. Okay, so we can still kind of see the ant shape to them. The acidic ones, they're a lot darker and it's a lot harder to see. So I think that's how we are able to determine which one is which. Easily enough done. Okay, we've got an acidic ant in between us and our way out. That's great. I might just go ahead and blast it. There we go. And we got some more behind us. Joy. Grab you, and you. Excellent. So how far did we actually go here? Really not that far at all. Looks like we're just going to go back to where we came up. But we did clear at least this point. So we'll grab those bodies. Are we dropping them now? Or am I just finding other bodies here? What's going on? Is there a limit to how much I can drag? Oh yeah, I think there is. at least there seems to be. I mean, and that makes complete sense. So what we don't need, primarily, sinew is still nice, so I would like to hold on to it. We'll keep the fat. The refuse we definitely don't need. The chitin is a big maybe, but it's quite heavy, so we'll try to avoid it if we can, and just see if we can get away with. No, I think we're maxed out there. Yeah, seems to be. We just push them around at this stage. So really, best thing we can do is just start to try and make our way towards the exit of this damn place. I mean, if we can push some of them along, that's good, but we'll only be able to do that for so long. Oh, I'm really trying not to pick up the other ants. Okay, there we go. Ignore. Right, so we're gonna have to kill that one. Okay. Another. Stop moving those items. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and get our blade back out at this time. Don't you acidify my stuff, you dick. I'm not hauling anything there. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Alright, sure. Being difficult. So, they might just keep on pouring down from up top here. That's definitely possible. We got a few down there. They're going to cause us some trouble, so we'll just get rid of them real quick. And the Great Ant War continues. Let's just have a peek up the top and just see how things are going. Turn off that night vision of ours. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot going on up here. We've got a lot of regular ants, which is great. We can still butcher those. And I'm going to see if we can get away with bringing our ants up towards the surface. And stop moving items, ignore. Okay, sweet, we managed to do exactly that. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and collect all the ant corpses that are around here. I'm going to collate them together, which is going to take a fair bit of time to be able to achieve that. And then I'm going to look at preserving them. And don't worry, I'm not going to push on from this point. This is just one of those little side projects that you do from time to time in Cataclysm that just really isn't all that entertaining to watch. But what that will mean is that we don't have to worry about food again for a very, 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 very long time. Unless, of course, our van explodes. That's also possible. But for now, we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. Thank you for joining me for this, this very anti-ep. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.